Hi everyone, it's Anya here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Crafts. So just now I started filming for a card that I'm making, but actually I need to explain to you properly how to do this stamp set. It's Garden in Bloom, and this is what I call a 3-step stamp set. So you have an image, the outline of it, then you have the inside, which is like a watercolor effect, so that goes into there, and then you have the detail to go on top of that as well. So we need to work out, you know, which ones go with which and how to put them together. Now Stampin' Up have, I don't know whether you can see this properly, can you see the black arrows there? So that means these, if you put it with the black arrow to the same side, then that is going to fit in to there. Okay, it's not fitting perfectly, but that's not the way that they want it to be. They want it to look a little bit, you know, as if you've watercolored it yourself. But, so that's what we need to do. So, oh, actually, this here also lines up, see, these leaves? And then you have the detail of the leaves, which then fit in as well. Can you see that? So today I'm going, and then here, if you just line up the arrow, maybe in a different direction. Look. No, that doesn't seem to work. Yeah, look, like that. Then you see that they line up. So today I'm going to show you the big flower and the big leaves. And in another one I will show you the small flower and the butterfly, because that the small flower is a bit different as well. Small flower, small leaves and butterfly. So this one we're doing the big flower. Now I've been using crumb cake as my outline, so I put them on there, and I just put, I've got a scrap piece of paper here. I was going to use it for something else, but it didn't happen, so. My stamp seems to be, can you see that there's ink all over the stamp? My stamp seems to be, the relief isn't very big. So if yours is like that as well, do be careful when you're inking up, because you'll get the ink on the bits that you don't want ink on as well. And then I sort of make a pleasing composition. That's my word these days, pleasing composition, with my outline images. Maybe I can use this for what I was, oh well. Okay. And then, so now we've got that. Now we need to do the first layer for the flower. And I have done it both ways. I've done it so that I ink it up and go straight onto the paper, but you can stamp it off as well. I'm using Blushing Bride, so stamping that off will make it very, very pale. But let's see how we go. Now, obviously now I can't see that arrow anymore. And if I put this on, I don't know where I've... So I've worked out that actually this petal here, let me just show you closely, this petal here is a pointy one, okay, and there's the pointy one again as well. That's my guide petal, that's the pointy one, that's what I look at, and the pointy one is just below the point. So can you see the point there? This is the point I mean, you know, the extra bit that they've put on. So this is the pointy one. So I'm now going to put that, so I haven't stamped it off. I'm going to put it down, and there you go. Now I've stamped it off, I'm going to do the same thing again to show you the difference. There we go. So this is first generation and this is second generation stamping. Now we go for the, there's a bit of fluff on there. Now we go for the detail of the flower. And again, we are looking, why is that fluff still there? We are looking for the pointy one, and the point has to go in between there. And I can't see a thing because of the glare of my light. There we go. And I'm going to put that, there was a pointy one there. So that goes there. So, can you see the difference between first generation stamping, where you didn't stamp it off, so straight off the ink pad onto there, with the detail on there. And then here is the second generation stamping with the detail. So the detail does show up quite a bit. I like both, it doesn't really matter. So that's how you stamp those. And then we have the green, the infill for the green leaves. And what I do is either you stamp it off or you don't. So I'm going to stamp it. First generation here. Then we have here second generation. It's preference. It's the effect that you want, maybe. And then we do this one here. There we go. Okay. Now we have the detail for that one, and that one is straight off the ink pad because you want the detail to show up. And even if you do it tone on tone, you know, with first generation stamping onto first generation stamping, it will make a difference because you're building up the color. It doesn't have to be perfect as long as you're sort of aiming for it. Okay, so that's how you stamp those images. So for the flower there's 3 steps: the outline, the inside and the detail. For the leaves there's also 3 steps: the outline, the inside and the detail. So I hope this was helpful. Come back for another tutorial on how to do the small flowers, the butterflies and the small leaves, because I have to change my blocks. So see you in the next tutorial. Bye!